Hello, good morning. So for today, I will be presenting my video presentation on obtaining the descriptive statistics using the JAS software. So before anything else, before going into the software, we have to make sure that our data is now saved in the format which is accepted by the JAS software, which is the CSV format or the CSV file. So in my case, I have already saved it into a CSV format, which was coming from the Excel. So meaning from the Excel files, you're going to save it as into another format, which is the comma delimited file or the CSV format. So since just software will only cater um, those data who are converted into the CSV format. So again, so once it is now converted, we have to proceed now with our software, which is the JAS. So allow me to present. Okay, so we are going to click on the JAS software so we can share and open. So next thing that you are going to do is you're going to click on these three lines here, the menu button. So in the button, we have here the new and open. So we are going to click on the open. So the open slide will now take you to the recent files. So in the recent files, okay, so since I have already converted my Excel into CSV, I just have to click it. So click on the class participation, CSV format. So now, in our JAS software, we will see uh, the data reflected already in different formats. So we are looking here at the physical health expenses of the 14 individuals. So since we are now trying to get the descriptives of these 14 individuals, so we are going to click on the descriptives on the top side button. So in the descriptives, you have to click the descriptive statistics. So click that one and there you go. So it is now again shown on the left side, the physical health expenses as the variable. So in order for us to categorize this one, or in order for us to have this data analyzed, so we are going to click this one and we are going to transfer this one on the variables. So in transferring, we need only to click this arrow button. So click that one and there. So it will automatically show on the other side the descriptive statistics of the physical health expenses of the individuals. So accordingly, there are 14 participants in this study. So we have here, it is shown valid. So valid means there are 14. So there is no absent in the participation. So there's also 0 which is missing. Okay, next is we are going to proceed with the statistics. You are going to click this one, statistics. Then in the statistics, we have already set. Okay, so it is now set the valid for the sample size and the missing. So we can also click on the percentiles. Okay, we can try to click on the percentiles. Yan. So quartiles if you want. So we have here the 25th, 50th percentile, and the 75th percentile. Okay, next is we are going to look into the central tendency. So in the central tendency, these are now the central measures of central tendency, the three measures. So earlier, we have already seen the mean. So the mean is already reflected, okay, with the amount of 1,858. So since the median is not yet checked, so we can also check this one. So median, so let's see if there's an amount in the median. So the median is 1,938. So if we want to click on the mode, we can also click this one. So yun. So the mode is 2,180. Okay, so we all know are familiar with what is the mean median mode, which is the basic of statistics. So next is we proceed with the distribution. So in the distribution, we can click on the skewedness and the kurtosis. Okay, so it makes it easier for us to determine, no, it will automatically show the amount of the skewedness, the kurtosis, and also we can click on the Shapiro-Wilk test if you want to have this variable tested. Okay, next is the dispersion measure. So since the dispersion measures already check the standard deviation, okay, we can have the minimum and the maximum. So we can also have the coefficient of variation. You can check this one. Yun, coefficient of variation. We can also have the range if you like. Okay, so the range is 1,300. So again, it will automatically show the different answers to your um, questions regarding the descriptives. Okay, next we are going to click also on the inference of the confidence or the level of confidence. So we are going to click on the confidence interval for the mean. Okay, we can click also the confidence interval for the standard deviation. Click also on the confidence interval for the variance. Okay, so in the JAS software, it is already automatically set into the 95% level of confidence. So, okay, so we can see also here on the right side, the amount of the confidence level. Okay, so next, we are now going to proceed with the plots or the basic plots. So, in the basic plots, we will have the QQ plot. Okay, so we also have the Pareto plots. And we can also add customizable plots, which is the box plots. So these box plots or these plots will not show the amount, but it will show the figure. Okay, so as a chart or yan. So these are now the different plots that we are using. So the QQ plot, the box plot, and where is the other one? Okay, so okay, we can also have the tables. Okay, we can also use the stem and leaf tables. So again, the stem and leaf tables will be presented as a table form in the right side of our software. So physical health expense, stem and leaf here. Okay, so the decimal point is 3 digits to the right of the bar. So after this, okay, so this now the final result of our descriptive statistics regarding the physical health expense of the 14 participants. So so we are now going to discuss on the result. Okay, so the result shows that the data set is complete with no missing values, which is ideal for analysis. However, the sample size of 14 is relatively small. Okay, but we all know that this is just for practice purposes only. So it is shown in our table or in our result that there are 14 valid participants and there were no missing participant. So talking about the central tendency, we have the mean, median, and mode. So the mean is the average expense of the total expenses is 1,858 pesos. Okay, while the median, or when you say median, is the middle value. It is higher than the mean, suggesting a mild left skew. So the median is 1,937. Okay, and lastly, the mode is, when we say the mode, it is the most frequent expenses reported. So the mode is 2,180 pesos. Okay, talking about the variability or the standard deviation. So it is shown there that the standard deviation is equivalent to 487.69. So it means that the expenses vary about 488 pesos from the mean. While dealing with the coefficient of variation, 26.3%, it's all about moderate relative variability. Okay, so if you're going to interpret this one, most expenses cluster around from 1,800 pesos to 2,000 pesos. Okay, so we are going to proceed now with the distribution shape. So distribution refers to the skewedness and the kurtosis of our variable. So the result of the skewedness is negative 0.189, while the standard error is 0.5597, which is very close to zero. It is nearly symmetric. While the kurtosis is also negative, the result is negative 1.670. So since this is negative, it will be uh, considered as a platycortic. So platycortic is flatter than the normal. So meaning fewer extreme outliers. So for the Shapiro-Wilk, the result is 0.891 with a p-value of 0.084. So since it is lesser than 0.05, normality is not rejected. So the data can be treated as approximately normal. So once interpreting this one, the distribution is fairly balanced, not heavily skewed, and roughly normal. It is good for parametric analysis. Okay, for the confidence interval, so we all know that it is set into the 95% confidence interval. So for the interval for mean, we're 95% confident the true average expense lies between 1,576 and 2,139 pesos. For the 95% confidence interval for the standard deviation, so the variability could realistically range from moderate to quite high. Okay, so expenses are centered around 1,800 to 2,000 pesos, with most falling between 1,350 and 2,270. So the distribution is stable and nearly normal. So parametric tests like t-test or ANOVA are appropriate for this. So moderate variability suggests differences in health needs or access to services among responses. Okay, so for distribution plots, we have physical health expense. We can clearly show or determine that uh, different variables or the different amounts. So QQ plot, so the QQ plot is presented here. Okay, so stem and leaf, practical health expense. So yun, so that's the different results of our statistics. Okay, so again, this is an easier way to, in order for us to interpret and analyze different results in dealing with statistics. So for now, this is just the descriptive statistics part of the JAS software. So later on, we will have the different tests like t-test, ANOVA, and multiple regression analysis. So Again, thank you and good morning.